Welcome back, friends. Zoe here, joined by Jake and Jack, and we're about to set the imaginary stage for our last match of the day. We're heading back into the upper bracket for our semifinals between O3 Splash and ExOblivione. But before we do that, once again, of course, reminding everyone watching that you too can participate in the FACEIT League. You just heard it in the trailer there as well. You can climb your way up through all the ranks, or you can just stay in the bottom if that's where you're comfortable. The world's your oyster in the FACEIT League.
Yeah, you can chill and vibe if you don't want to get like
That's right.
utterly destroyed by Nightmare and other teams. That's fine.
But I mean, open division is
advanced division,
wide range of skill, right? Like you can play like regardless if you're just a casual Overwatch player, you like playing with your friends. I mean, that might be the right spot for you. You don't have to go pro. Like that's sort of the fun of the game, is just hopping on with your stack of friends or meet people who also want to compete. I mean, that's how all esports professionals got started. Like at some point in their careers, that's how I started. Just meeting up people, wanting to play a game competitively. It all starts somewhere.
Yeah, it also, it's so poetic. Absolutely beautiful. Put it on a t-shirt, Jake. Also, scheduling has been made a little easier this time around as well, so there's going to be more flexibility. There's a lot of really great changes coming to the FACEIT League heading into Season 4 and the next year. We discussed a lot of it already during the OWCS World Finals. We had a representation from the FACEIT League on broadcast actually running us through all of the goodness that is coming our way. Can't remember all of it, so I just highly encourage you
but it was good.
Watch that bit. It was good. I remember that I loved it. And that's all that matters. Another thing I love is, of course, our ExOblivione roster. Wow, what a transition. We know these players very well. They are formerly known as YFP, which was formerly known as Vice, so like the core of Nevermind and Yutsu, Azure, and Luca, and I think Skyer was there as well. They're still there. Regime and Zoolander are the two new pieces, the most recent additions. So I have not seen them in the mix being played. So we'll see. So far, so good.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of up-and-coming players these days, like making it into this scene and already being strong. So like a lot of players coming out of the ranked environment, out of the tier 3, tier 2 competitive environment and joining these top teams. You got players like Luca, Jutsu. I mean, these guys have been playing together for a while, so I think they do have the experience to put something together, even if it changes up the support league.
Yeah, and on the O3 Splash side, we also have like a core roster, which was rebranded or picked up, Team Z roster. We've seen them around in the tier 2 scene, also in the OWCS. Yeah, so they've been around as well. I had actually quite a good finish for the second season of the playoffs. I think there was a 5th, 6th shared finish with the same roster that is ExOblivione. It was actually Vice. They haven't played in the season 2, but they've been sitting on the bench together. I don't know what to say.
Equally
They're
skilled,
good friends.
Like equal results.
Exactly.
I mean,
So I expect
could
this
have
to
a
be an
close
even.
series.
Exactly. So this should be a close series on paper.
Yeah, no, it really should be. Yeah, I mean, both these teams have been around for a long time in terms of like just players in general, and yeah, it's and the teams as well. So you're expecting a lot of big things here up in the upper bracket. If we have a look at the maps that are coming up into this series, a lot of Kings Row. Honestly, I'm here for it. Are we going to see it again? Yes, it's going to be almost the same map.
Run it back. Oasis, New Junk City Kings, this time.
And Runasapi, Jake.
Dude, everyone loves Oasis, Kings, and Runasapi. I agree. Runasapi is like a really, really good push map. Blizzard kind of hit the nail on the head with this one. It's a really solid. You don't just like automatically win when you get a lead. There's a lot of comeback potential. Unless you're running against Chimes May, that's a special case. Still, I'm interested to see the teams, how they adapt. Like Chime said, this is a new meta. There's been some patch changes, so no one really has a lockdown dialed meta. I think there's still opportunity to experiment and innovate.
Yeah, I think with the innovation, as closer and closer we get to the end of the bracket, I think there'll be a less innovation. However, you still need to have a few tricks if you meet, for example, Chime on the May. So we'll see how both these teams are looking when it comes to this brand new patch, of course, only released the other day. No Hazard, not in this tournament at the very least. I cannot wait to see Hazard actually played in pro play. Hopefully he's
sick. He's super sick.
I mean, he seems very good on the face of things. So
yeah,
see him next time we have FACEIT.
I think Hazard's good. I don't know. I haven't seen the pro meta at all. I don't know what the top teams are playing, but Hazard to me looks pretty scary. A lot of super, super high skill potential hero. For now, Luca gonna run the Queen. We'll see if they can do better than UCI. This is not a one-trick player. I mean, they can play whatever they want. So the choice to run Queen here, more intentional from EXO. See if they can fare better.
Yeah, I mean, look, Queen wants to get up in your face, but then so does Mauga. Just a classic kind of Soja metis here as well, where you're just waiting for the Soja to find a pick or get someone low enough for maybe the Genji to finish off or the Echo. Speaking of which, wrong place, wrong time. Oh, Jutsu just managed to get out of there. I don't know how. Clutch healing coming through from the backline of ExOblivione. Looks like Peace is going to play him in yet another visit. What a clean double right click there. Peace just destroying, honestly, Jutsu. Humby also going down, though. Not good for O3 Splash.
Yeah, and Painkiller's on 1 HP without a Juno. Good luck ever getting back into this fight on Mauga. O3 wisely, I think, just going to fall back, take the reset. I think that's the best they can do. Nice delay from Peace, though, like really stretching the limits of what they can do. Point is against them, though, so time pressure on O3 Splash.
Another kill onto MVM, though. So, okay, ExOblivione are down one. Looks like they're just going to give this one up. Not too much of a fight there after losing one.
Yeah, I think this is wise. Actually, you don't want to throw good money after bad and feed a bunch of ults away when both teams are this close to ultimates. EXO almost have that copy online. I wonder if a copied Mauga on top of the Queen, pretty nasty combo to attack the enemy Mauga, potentially kill him. No support ultimates online just yet.
Yeah, but they're O3 Smash are very close this, you know. This orbital rate in 10% or so. Regime needs to get up there too. Duplication from NVM on the sidelines has been doing a fair bit of a poke damage, and there's the duplication. Straight onto the Mauga. Painkiller actually dashes straight through him. A very, very quick overrun, of course. Got buffed a couple of patches ago. Wasn't available in Stockholm, but you can see how quickly and how much it can change the game as Peace lands 2 nice slashes onto the backline of ExOblivione. Zoolander Regime end up going down, and that'll be a flip. O3 Splash. They're in control. They can get a couple of stagger kills here. As long as they don't go down, they should be good. Although saying that is an unbelievable rampage. Len Painkiller and the Soj from O3 Splash in trouble. Luca just managed to turn that one around for ExOblivione. They haven't got the point just yet, but they're going to be able to get at least a little bit of space. Although saying that, rally from Len does kill Luca eventually.
And you'd think with the tank kill, it'll be enough for O3 to flip. Big rally here from Len. I think well committed to get the cleanup, and it's turning into a team wipe now. O3 Splash sending EXO back to the spawn. Decent trades, though, for EXO. I think ult-wise, Luca not going to be feeling too bad about that Queen. All it got you the cap, forced a couple responsive ults out. Still, though, do they have the answers to this Mauga cage? Maybe the rally's enough, but sometimes it's scary, right? Like Genji getting on top of you in that cage can be real trouble, and you can't bash as Brig when you're in the Mauga cage.
Oh, what a shot. That disruptor shot helped him finish off the kill there. Oh, the Sky High shot too. Slides, instant rail onto the enemy Sojourn. Painkiller at least takes down Jutsu. Rally available from Zoolander as well. A good stun bash onto Painkiller, but he's still alive and kicking. That cardiac overdrive, seeing the Mauga through. The initial source of damage there coming through from Zoolander. Peace ends up getting another kill. Regime falls as O3 Splash nearing OT. 10% to go. So a little bash there from Zoolander. Actually sends him down the well. Blade popped. A nice reset from Peace. Oh, can't quite get there. That dash coming through a little bit late, but all good. O3 Splash. They're going to finish out that round. A scrappy fight at the very end. But it's all on the blade from Peace to clean everything up.
Yeah, Peace's Genji was really strong in this round, right? Like finding a lot of opportunities in a comp that I don't think is necessarily easy to be playing Genji against. Like this Echo, you get low, you just get burned down by focusing beam. Deflect does nothing in that matchup. So honestly, really well done by Peace, constantly finding pickoffs, winning some of those scrappy trade fights, right? We weren't on his cam in that last fight, but he was getting all the kills in the backline, making that a winnable fight. Well, it looked like, oh, we got to open and kill on the Brig, we're the rally, we're going to snowball. It looked like it would be really tough for O3 Splash. Because of Peace, they make it happen. And EXO, I don't think they're going to be shaking in their confidence yet. I think that round was way too close to be backing off this Queen strat, but I am worried based on what we saw from UCI. It does look hard to make the Queen work.
Well, let's have a look. Same kind of comps here from both sides. Okay. Who can get to this high ground first? MVM is going to be very annoying to deal with too. The spam damage into this small choke, especially with the stickies.
Oh,
okay. Helito Mauga. Dude, I know they buffed his overrun rate by like 20%, but like, jeez, he's quick.
I love when he just gets to the back line. Look at him go, he's just running through. NVM 1 HP on the Echo. Peace is so aggressive on this Genji. Is it a little too much?
Yo, yeah, deflect runs out. Just at the very end there, the counter swing to finish off. Dude, Painkiller is just perma holding shift. Like every single time overrun's available, they're in.
I mean, I don't mind it. I like the idea of getting aggressive. I think if you play super slow with this Malga Genji, the Echo and the Queen might outvalue you. I think you do need to get in. You do need to pick off the backliner. So Regime and Zoolander got to be careful. I think they're typically going to be the targets for this Genji Malga combo. By the same token, though, the trades can come in from the Echo onto the enemy backline. So this is a map where I feel Echo looks strong. Seems a lot harder for Peace to find a consistent dive on the backline.
Oh, Jutsu. Yeah, just waiting for the other Sojourn there to peek a little head around the corner. High ground control for O3 Splash. They force ExOblivione off the point as well. And that is a misstep there from Luca. It must be said. Shout used all the healing in the world, just thrown to the Queen to try and keep them up. I think everybody for O3 Splash is just shooting Luca there. So heads up for the ExOblivione backline, keeping the Queen alive. Now they're still going to be holding the point here too. A duplication from MVM goes on to the Genji. Overrun comes in. Orbital Ray's going to get popped as well. Peace with the early blade gets bashed. But where are the kills? Where are the resets? Peace is doing enough damage for maybe his teammates to kind of follow this one up. As there it is, Painkiller overrunning through everybody else. Just turning Jutsu, sorry, and NVM just sails them over the edge of the map. And that will finally be the win for O3 Splash as they cap.
Man, even when Genji struggles in the poke trade, it's these ultimate fights with Blade plus Rally, you know, Cage, Orbital Ray, where the Blade just cuts apart these what would have been unkillable backline heroes. Enemy Brig with Rally on, enemy Juno in the Ray. Genji has the consistency and the DPS to actually get through them in the ult fights, which tends to matter a lot, as now EXO playing slow doesn't feel nearly as good when the point's against you.
Royal Gracie there from Luca.
Oh, what a shot from Luca.
What a shot, though. Yeah, Peace down, Rampage hits, Lennon Painkiller, antied. Having to back up.
Oh, that's bad.
Damage is kind of like a brick wall. Yeah, Cage with a disruptor shot, and then a Sojourn free firing. Yeah, I don't need a calculator for that one. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, Sugu, that was a monster kill there. Big pressure on the disruptor shot into the cage is so nasty. He's hitting like 3 or 4 with that. That's insane. And getting
and then you get the charge,
yeah.
So you just like rail. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll see if it's enough. Oh, okay. You know, that's the scary thing about this matchup for Genji. Oh man, deflex nothing.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
A little differential there from Sugu. Okay, you love to see that. Luca at least makes this one a little bit more fair. Oh, what a boop again.
Well done.
Good boop. That flail just setting the Echo into a nice little angle there for the Sojourn to finish off.
Man, the team plays really nice from O3 Splash there, right? Like, Sugu just absolutely dominating Jutsu when he jumps to the high ground, and then having the Brig to peel that Echo dive turns it around as well. Great clutch there, even without the Juno. Now EXO, once again, trying to get this retake. Copy, yes, it's something. He's going to come from the bottom. Nice touch. You would love to get a kill to start this. You just have to copy.
Well, there's the copy. Nice deflect damage. Oh, this railgun does end up killing the copy. If you got one dash there, one more Shuriken, that could have been a very different story.
Oh my god, he's hunting.
Used by Harmby, and yeah, Jake, how do you deal with that, bro? Like a railgun, an OC with the orbital ray? Dude, there's just absolutely nothing. O3 Splash end up taking that map. A little 2-0 to start off the series.
The Sugu is heating up. That is a pretty scary sight on map 1 when Genji comes out, he has a huge map 1, wins a bunch of clutch team fights with big dash resets. Then the Sojourn comes out, has another lights out map, crushing a lot of your flankers, crushing backliners, winning every 1v1. That's the dream start to the series from a mental perspective, right? Your DPS are feeling themselves, they're feeling confident, and you're playing up against the Queen that so far hasn't really worked in this tournament.
Yeah, not so much. I mean, a different look this time around from the team playing against the Queen in the Malga. You think, okay, pretty decent, right? Like, you know, you want to anti the Malga, you want to get up in there, you want to axe swing him a couple of times, but it's just not been working out. I thought this fight especially, Luca just turned this one around, but everybody was just far too slippery for the Queen to chase.
This fight, like, the Brig's owning, it looks really good. The front line's getting traded, but look, Peace, there's 2 in the feed, and he clutches that one out. Maybe went a little bit too far in here, thought he could finish off that Juno. She juked away. He does die for it. This OC was massive, though.
Look at this disruption shot.
Oh my,
It's
this
so
is, oh, they're in the bog, in the swamp in there, man.
Actual swamp, bro. Yeah, pretty scary. And then orbital ray with the OC, the overclock. Yeah, it's a lot. All right, 0-3 splash. They're starting the series off strong. Go to Kings Row for the third time today in NA against ExOblivione. Are we gonna see the Queen again? Gonna see the Mauga again? That's the question.
I think we're gonna see the Mauga again with what they just did. I mean, with how aggressive they are with it. Oh, interesting. The Winston. Oh, well, yeah, it's attack. We don't know anything yet. They're gonna drop the Winston bubble for the snipers on attack, but EXO committed. No change in the comp. I'm a little worried for them though. I really feel that the execution from 0-3 is like, this is one of the challenges of something like a Mauga Genji. On paper, Echo and Queen should be good, like 1-to-1. They should have decent matchups there, and I think they do 1-to-1. But the team play potential in some of these ultimate fights from something like Mauga and Genji is more explosive than the sum of their parts, right? It's like a bigger threat you have to deal with, and I wonder, do EXO have the answers in these big ultimate fights?
Well, let's see. Oh, not even wearing the on flames, the on fire hat of the Widow mythic.
I like the pay to lose on fire hat on Widow, so the enemy can see me coming even easier.
No. It looks cool, bro. I've literally got an unusual. I have an unusual.
I use that too. I'm not doubting it. I just need to let them know I'm coming so that they have a proper time to prepare for my Widow because it's too good.
Ah, that's so smart from you, Jay. Yeah, you're very famous for your Widow play. I've seen you mess with the best, bro. All right, nice start.
Turns it around.
Jutsu, okay, that's what you want to do. Heating up on the Sojourn, shut him down instantly with a Sojourn of your own. Good shout. Moving on. Dead body into spawn, sliding straight into the air canisters there. Should be the fight pretty much done. I mean, not having your other DPS, not great. Quick switch over to a Widow again, though. Looking for a small pick, but all right, it's been called, so no one's going to over peek now.
Don't mind the Widow spawn peek. You know, there's always a chance you get a pick there, and it just opens up first point. You got to like, take those gambles at times. Back to the Genji, though, and the Sojourn. Land very low. Needs some heal here. In trouble right next to the Disruptor shot. EXO's gonna strike on this. Maybe they can get kills. The peel is
the
great.
heal was so good there. Jutsu again, just open this one up. 2 railgun kills. Maybe even make it another one if they manage to stay alive. But Peace luckily shutting them down on the Genji. Come on, you're gonna have to either get out here. You have to survive right now if you're 0-3 splash. It'd be such a time waste if anybody else goes down. Although with the Mauga and Genji, it shouldn't be too hard, and the spawns are pretty close. Oh, good kill.
That's such a rough pick to be losing, especially when you just popped your orbital ray.
So massive. Oh, what a rampage coming through from Luca. Jutsu again with a double rail kill. Just sailing to the skies. Gonna duel out with the Juno too. Jutsu is on fire. Both Sojourns taking it in turns to just light up the stage.
Oh, Peace needs to live here. Close response for 0-3 splash. Gonna give them a bit of a power play. They're gonna be able to start capping the point. EXO need to respond with a pick. Knife on the brig. That's a massive catch. Is it enough? Not quite.
No, not quite. No. Juno's in. Heal comes through. Luca in trouble. Cage deployed. Rally equally being hard to deal with normally, especially when you're in close quarters. Oh, stun bashes onto Painkiller. Quite annoying. Actually forces the overrun from the Mauga to get out of the mixture. Now comes the overclock. I mean, Subaru has to find something here. They have to get on this point. Eventually, they get the cap on what was pretty much a 3-minute long skirmish. 0-3 blast. They're going to get the payload going.
Yeah, 0-3 Splash not going to be mad at that, especially considering the ultimate economy, right? Like getting all the ultimates out of the game. Now it's just Rally online. This is a really powerful ultimate against Junker Queen. If you stun her out of that axe, she loses the cooldown. She doesn't get any of the cooldown reset value, any lifesteal, and she becomes potentially an easy target for Team Focus Fire. Oh, they're getting wiped right now, Jack.
Yeah. No shield. Unlucky. Yeah, I didn't really expect all that damage coming in. That's for certain. All right, 0-3 splash, get a nice team kill, and that'll be ExOblivione just hoping for a small reset.
And the Mauga, you know, when played with this style, with the Juno and the Brig, played aggressively with the Genji, right? Like the Mauga himself probably isn't doing the most damage, but he forces so much attention. He just tanks such an incredible amount of damage in these fights. he's a big threat. He's a problem for them to deal with, and the ultimate trades have looked like O3 Splash's best fights, and that's what you want in a comp where things aren't dying so easily.
All right, Luca's gonna be able to get a pretty big ultimate here, but he's gonna be grouped up around this point, but O3 Splash know that. And yeah, look at the positioning right now. They don't want to step too far up. Don't want to give him a free entry with the Rampage.
Yeah, Rampage super scary here.
Oh,
that's a big catch.
Yeah,
He has to Rampage, but it's so forced. The Orbital Ray, great kite out from O3 Splash. Instant discipline, even with the pick. Fantastically played. They're draining the resources from EXO, and this is their chance for a power play.
Juicy's got one. Blade available from Beast, actually gets to the high ground. Juicy in a lot of trouble. Oh, the little torpedoes from Hanbei. Especially mixed with those shurikens, just so much damage. And, well, Juicy tried to just pop the OC, tried to get another kill. Was really feeling himself, and I would be too after the last couple of fights that they've had on the Soj. A minute and 40 to go. It looks like O3 Splash are going to make this payload. Just lock in that second point. 3 minutes pushing into third.
And like, even when these mid-fight poke trades, they look hard, right? Like the Sojourn, the Echo, the Queen, they're all doing a lot of poke pressure. When the ultimates come down, O3 Splash is dominant, and they're so good at falling back. It's like the same can't be said for EXO. When they're popping ults, a lot of times they're getting kited, they're getting baited, they're not getting the team fights they need. Oh, that's a disgusting kill. Opening for the Blade.
Blade's gonna get popped as well. Oh, there's gonna be resets for Peace. 3 kills for the Genji. Even make it a 4, call that a 4th. Luca ends up just sailing over the edge. 2.5 minutes. That Blade used is nice too. It's a very economical fight.
Yeah, still EXO have all the tools they need to stabilize at the end of the map. Sugu kind of needs to have a ridiculous overclock here to stabilize, but what is that spam kill? And forcing the Sojourn out of the fight, this is looking so sketchy for EXO, even with the ultimate economy.
Rampage only hits 1. A little carnage through the shield. Can they actually take down the Brig? No, it's actually Luca that's in trouble. A nice little OC used there by Sugu to deal with Luca, who is the lonesome in the backline. ExOblivione copy a tank. NVM's gonna maybe able to get a free cage. Painkiller does end up falling down, and yeah, it's just the overwhelming force of this copied cardiac overdrive, plus all the damage coming out from Jutsu. They're gonna hold on, but for how much longer?
Yeah, nice little delay on the Hanbei, getting a bit of extra time, but that's not the fight O3 Splash need to win. I mean, they almost won it off the back of just miracle plays. Both DPS, well, Sojourn find the kill. Genji pushing that Sojourn out of the fight. Takes every ultimate that EXO have to stabilize. They're gonna go take the Mauga Mirror, but it might be too little too late with the Rally and Orbital Ray fight coming online. This is a really scary moment for EXO.
All right, speed ring around the corner. Luca and Chubb already get slammed to the ground. We're extremely low. Cardiac overdrive. A lot of that damage actually just getting reflected straight back, so unable to heal all the way back up. Jutsu pops this overclock once again. Actually sells to O3 Splash's backline. It's got a good little opening here, especially with this orbital ray being used. But the rally, the kite around the point is good for Len, but not for much longer. Finally taken down. Regime actually gets 2 kills with the pulsar torpedoes, and with only a minute to go. ExOblivione, what looked to be a very tough ask, managed to whittle the time back to under 30 seconds.
It's really well done by Regime to farm up those heals on the Mauga, get his own Orbital Ray online. That enables the clutch to come through. Now O3 Splash are the ones who are in a bit of trouble, needing some sort of miracle coming out. You do have Cage Blade, but with no support ultimate online, there's very little margin for error. Very big opportunities for EXO's DPS to get kills.
That's a good cage. That's a good blade too. Duplication comes in. A lot of chunky health bars to actually get through his piece. Just focuses down the Brig. Duplication also ends up wearing off there for MVM. And now comes the resets for the Genji. Yep, Luca can't stand up to that. 13 seconds in the time bank. And importantly, it's over overtime, Jake. That could really cost ExOblivione later down the lines, but O3 Splash, they're happy with that finish. And now the tables can be flipped. ExOblivione, it's their time to attack.
That was a monster Dragon Blade. I think some of those swings were on 4 players, 3 or 4.
They were all grouped up in that small corner.
Cleaves, yeah, exactly, with the cage. I thought the double Mauga, you know, the copy, maybe it's enough to tank through, but no, just that overwhelming burst from Peace, who not only gets the blade, but then follows it up with more kills after the blade closes. And man, Peace's Genji has just been a real important part of the success of O3 Splash. I mean, he's, I think, part of the reason they're able to get so aggressive is they have the confidence that Genji is going to get these follow-ups.
All right, I'm curious, is Luca actually going to stay on this Queen? Because we saw at the very end, swapping over to Mauga, thinking maybe that it's a better hero to use in that situation.
Yeah, we'll
You've got
see
the
if
luxury
he
of doing
likes
that
to
on
play
the attack,
it.
of course.
Yeah, I'm worried. The Queen for me, just it hasn't worked against some of the teams who execute really well. Like in theory, the Queen ult is so powerful, but when the enemy team is just positioned really well around it, you're getting like a 1 to 2 man Queen ult. It's not the same story. People aren't giving you 5-man Queen ults, and there's always the possibility of just getting caged and trapped on the Queen. And yes, Queen can sometimes be tricky, but not in the face of that level of focus fire and the lockdown from cage.
All right, let's have a little look. Oh, MVM almost got one shot out the gate. Okay, all good. Healed up. We're chilling.
See, maybe the offense, in fairness, this slow poking style, the Echo, the Sojourn, should feel a little bit better on attack, where, you know, they can just touch the point, you know, poke down, put pressure. They aren't going to be forced into these critical ultimate fights. And O3 Splash need to get a bank of ultimates coming. The first fight is probably one of the most difficult for them.
Okay, they managed to make the Mauga drop down to low ground, but with the buff to overruns, pretty easy to get back up height. Small switch to Rue, Painkiller going low, but has got the backup required to stay alive. Again, drops down. Now what's the play from ExOblivione? Looks like they're going to try and force out this Brig. Len on the high ground, taking a lot of sticky damage. 3 minutes to go, and Jake already, I mean, ExOblivione might be able to take this point. Len, Peace dead, and yeah, now the Echo can take over the game. Cardiac Overdrive already used, but
no way.
once more. Okay, it's all on the Sojins this map. If the Sojins are alive, anything is possible. But it does look like ExOblivione going to be able to close this one out. The Mauga. Cardiac Overdrive saying that. He's healing a ton. Yeah, but how long can it really last? Oh, with an orbital ray? Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Take it back. They can't take the point.
That's going to buy them a reprieve, getting them closer to the rest of these ultimates, but touching the point still looks so scary in the face of this level of pressure.
Whoa, okay. Sugu dead, Rally popped, okay. Fight over. That's the first point. Painkiller not awarded any more kills.
That was way too scary. As NVM getting a lot of value on the Echo, right? With O3 Splash sitting back in that corner, trying to play a long, slow fight, it just doesn't work against Echo Sojourn. Too much raw damage coming out. Queen happy to stand on the point. Mauga can't say the same. I think he wants to just dive in, force engagements. Same for Genji. They don't really want to take these extended open-air trades. He's getting a little scary there, getting a little low in the face of a rail. You gotta respect Jutsu on this Sojourn. He's really been lighting it up, especially here on map 2, Kings Row. I like this from O3. They're gonna go high ground straight to the objective and just force an engagement.
Yeah, jump straight on top of them. They got cage too. Yeah, lock down the cage. Didn't get anybody. So,
whoops.
Yeah, I think they were expecting to get maybe Luca there, but a little bit too far away. And here comes the orbital ray. Uh-oh, yeah, Sugu dead. Takes care of MEM though to start the fight off with, but oh, those Carnage swings are dirty. However, that Rampage, not so much. Does swing and a miss. However, the rally on the point now is going to be the main focus of Luca. I mean, Len just separating themselves from the rest of the team there. Just no real rally value whatsoever.
Delaying Genji as well by a second or two. Always nice. O3 gonna go to the Lucio, maybe just get a little speed amp out of spawn and then swap. Curious to see if he keeps it for this fight though. Maybe just wants to enable this blade. I don't even hate this idea, right? Like, it's a naked overclock for Jutsu. He could be a big threat, but he could just as easily die to the Dragon Blade. Peace, a lot of pressure on this Genji, needs to shut down this enemy backline.
Well, there's the overclock. Instant disengage from ExOblivione.
Nice discipline, but will they find more? Oh, he doesn't see the soldier on his left?
Whoa. Oh, does he not see him?
I don't think he saw it. I don't think he saw it.
Duplication available. Oh, there's there's the burst damage coming through. However, the blade's going to get popped once again from Peace. Another double kill for a Genji. Duplication actually comes through from MVM. Actually goes for a duplication on the Genji, not a tank this time around. So looking for this blade value. Can he actually get any resets? Can he get any damage in? He's got 70% or so, but the duplication is running out. Yeah, already gone. Painkiller picks up 2 kills in the midst of that fight, and with 2.5 minutes to go, ExOblivione no closer, it feels like, to this second point.
It's a great heads-up swap by Len to be on the Lucio, right? Even though they do lose one at the opener of the fight, right? Sugu getting caught by that Echo flank. The Lucio speeding into the Genji blade on top of the speed ring from Juno is a crazy level of mobility, and that enables Peace to catch everyone he needs to with the blade. Opportunity now with the rally, but going up against Orbital Ray is always kind of scary. You know, even with rally, there's always a chance you could just be bursted through.
Yeah, Luca has to get out of there as well, so they're going to have to reset their positioning here, Jake, and they got to go up against Cage. Oh, and MVM's dead. Okay, you got to get out. Fight's done. They're going to make it painful, though. Yeah,
big stun.
For sure.
They're going to team wipe here. I think they go to the spawn. Lucio as well on this comp. No fear, and another one, Painkiller.
Dude, I'm telling you, every single time he has dash up, he goes to the overrun, and yeah, he gets value.
Dude, he's so quick the Malgar is. When he gets the Lucio speed and the Juno ring and the overrun, he's like warp speed running them down. And a spawn camp here is pretty scary. Opportunity to cage with Malga.
The payload is regressing too, bro. They're going to get at least a couple of fights here. There's the cage. Luca's in trouble. Speed ring in. Pulsar torpedoes.
Oh, he got to the spawn. That's big for Luca.
They're back capping. There is a back cap currently in play.
Yeah, they just have to pull back.
Perfect. Yeah, MVM this whole time back capping. So that space that they gained there from the regressing of the payload has been denied completely. And he slips out. Nice stuff from MVM.
Oh, nobody is home to catch this orbital ray. Everybody kiting out.
Rampage though hits 3. Sound barrier though to match. Should be able to survive through this one, especially with that cardiac overdrive too. Peace pulls the blade. Jake, this might be all she wrote. For ExOblivione, they invested. Well, they basically ult dumped in that fight, right? They used both support. They used the Rampage with 30 seconds to go in these weird staggers. This might just be it.
Man, the mobility that O3 Splash have in this comp, right? Think about this. You got Genji, you got Sojourn, both with their own mobility. Lucio, Juno, absolute maxed out speed boost, and then Malga with this buff to the overrun. It's incredibly hard for EXO to actually catch anyone, even if they get the opening to get a kill. And then you got NVM on Tracer. Tracer's pretty tough to play in this comp. There's a lot of stuff dashing around, flying around in the air. It's not easy to stick on a target.
They're playing the Too Fast, Too Furious comp is what they're doing.
Literally.
G2 already down. Len does end up falling, but is that the key target they want to find? I mean, Sugu is just looking 6 different directions at once, trying to find a target to kill. Well, the slam doesn't end up coming in, but Painkiller is all on his lonesome on the point. Cardiac overdrive pop. Now everybody trying to LOS to make sure he doesn't get free healing in. Regime finds it's another kill in this fight. That's 3 for the Juno. Eventually dealt with by Peace, who gets a reset over the roofs, but we're an OT, and there could be a touch.
These spawns are so long, though. I don't think you're going to be able to get this touch off. Peace goes in, but it just has to die in car.
All right. We're not out of the woods just yet. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go.
I want a Lucio Juno meta.
Made it.
This is too sick. The Lucio Juno meta is the future, man. We need to see this.
No, please, no.
The warp speed meta.
It's so... Oh, what a stick! NVM, what a good start. Are they going to go in on this? I mean, yeah, just on the point. Try and get picks. Try and get, like, a tag or something. Painkiller taking a lot of damage to the front line. This DPS passive as well coming into full effect here in these long fights. Just unable to keep up with the healing. NVM is just being a slippery little worm, Jake, in the back line. Nice little...
Widow, are they ready?
Initially.
Ooh. There's a chance. Do they peek this?
They know.
Yeah, well done. Luca peeks it, gets the ping on that Widow. Sugu instantly back. Sebastian? Okay.
Also, I will say on the crosshair talk, the black circle, the black dot is devious.
It's an OG. It's an OG crosshair, actually.
I need it bright green.
It looks better when you see enemy player outlines.
Oh, I suppose so. That's true. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I'm not changing from green dot. All right, Peace with the blade. Just setting up for it. Okay, there he is. Unlocked. Online. Luca 2, though, with this Rampage. Not over 100, half HP, though. Cage comes in. Peace pops the blade at 30 HP. He's determined to get kills, determined to get value. And Jake, that's it. It's all done. Cage blade will end it all. OT here, but there's not a body, not a single soul that's going to be left alive. There it is. 0-3 Splash. Take the map and take match point of the series as well.
Cage, Ray, Blade is the new forbidden combo of Overwatch. Like, I'm just sitting there watching Luca standing on the cart. Painkiller's like 90 Cage, 95 Cage. I'm like, oh, you're just gonna get Cage.
You just can't
Ray,
win. There's like
Blade.
nothing you can do.
No, the Genji's probably gonna miss his swings on you on the Queen in the Cage. That's your hope to live that.
I'm pretty sure that's how the universe was started too, like the Big Bang, like that, like with the amount of damage, they're creating some sort of new universe or something. Like
There's a singularity occurring in the match.
It's dumb stupid.
You know when you get to, you know when you reach the point, or you go closer to a black hole, right? Time slows down, and you're seeing your death slowly, like, and your health bar erode away.
It's just sicko mode. This is like the best Blade I've seen in a while. This is so nasty from Peace.
Look, the Genjis, I think, especially with how what these teams are playing, at least for the very moment in time, the Genji with the Sojourn, it's looking like it might be a fun little meta, I think. We'll see if Orisa does rear her ugly head again, but I liked seeing the Queen as well. It's not been so successful. I think a lot of teams have had tools to kind of deal with it and been able to use the Mauga to stop the Queen from really doing much, just standing in the front line. Same with Orisa, right? But when the DPS go off, they really do go off in this meta. The Sojourn clips as well have just been sublime.
I will say, if anyone is in danger of being trapped in a black hole, I think Lucio and Juno together may have the speed to escape the event horizon. I'm not sure about that. But the Mauga overrunning, I think he would get out of the event horizon. Ooh. I feel like that would be...
They buffed it by 20%, the speed. That was
it's so crazy. The Mauga overrun plus Juno plus Lucio is actually running through the...
You just speed caps.
Speed of light.
Mauga. It's so stupid. Although it is kind of funny.
I like it. I hope Lucio Juno's a meta. It's too much fun.
Damn. And here's me thinking, oh, I can play Alari again. She got buffed.
Yeah, like Lucio Juno Mauga running down on you.
No, please.
It's like, nice flank, Larry. Nice position. I'm on top of you.
Your turret's sure gonna hear you now. Surely it's gonna help.
Yeah, just heal through the Mauga.
All right, Runasapi. Let's see what ExOblivione have got to bring to this series now. Down 2 maps. I'm gonna go back to the Queen. Okay, here we go. No Lucio, sadly, Jake. Going back to Brig.
Yeah, I mean, play what you practice, I suppose. And on a map like Push, I think probably cutting the Lucio makes a bit more sense. You want to be a little bit more stable as far as a front line, and you're kind of leashed to the objective anyway. NVM almost goes down to Peace, who really is bullying the flank, forcing a ton of response and attention, creating opportunities elsewhere on the map. His Genji has just been lights out all series long. It looks like that's not changing here on Runasapi. Position looks really rough for EXO, all backed up into the corners.
See what Peace can do on this small little off angle too. Already spotted out the Juno. Manages to slip away though, Juno. Still pretty fast when she hits the shift, the glide. Not, yeah, not really a thing you normally have to worry about, the tank shooting you, but when it's a Mauga, even the Echo has to be at least somewhat scared when you're at a decent range, like short to mid range.
Yeah, doing that like single gunfire on the Mauga, actually quite accurate at medium long range. Definitely something you've got to be scared of on Echo. But the team pressure overwhelming from 0-3 Splash. There's so many threats, everyone doing really well. Painkiller just plays the off angle, dash out, take a little cooldown reset here.
Yeah, nice bit of bot progress. Now they can just fight from the high to low. Jutu's going to have a tough time. It's a nice little straightaway, of course, but has to be wary of all times of his right-hand side. Peace could just rear his ugly head, just round the corner. Although they'd have to deal with this as well. Yeah, orbital right. Goodbye, Luca. Nah, goodbye, Zoolander. And that's it.
Dude, Painkiller just overran up the jump pad all the way around back to the car. He did like a 360.
Oh, dearie me. Well, that's checkpoint, Jake. And they got Cage. And they got Blade.
It looks so funny when I'm on his cam. I love it.
Bounce pad fun house. Yippee.
All right, at least you have support ultimates online. Maybe that's something that can defend you from the Cage, but I just feel like Sugo could open up with an overclock here, and it doesn't feel good to be ripping support ults against that.
No, it really doesn't.
Is he on the flank on Sojourn? Uh-oh.
Well, Suga is. Do they know? I don't think they do. They don't know. There's one kill. Didn't even need the railgun. We're going to get some more time on the bot. Don't mind if I do.
The brig copy.
Brig of all things. Okay. I mean, you're going to get kind of rolled here. Yeah, nice little stun. They do actually manage to take out Len, sure, but you got to be worried about Peace. Just another double kill with the blade. Time and time again is Peace getting insane value. And Jake, almost this entire time the bot was pushing.
Yeah, even more progress comes in, and Suga didn't even overclock through that flank. He just gets the kill without it, doesn't need it. Scary situation for Luca. We've seen how big of a threat the cage has been from before. He's dropping so low and just run over.
Suga is making sure you go to your dinner plan.
Goodbye.
Jake. Oh my god. Nice little triple kill. I mean,
it started on map 1.
There's physical pain, but there's also a kind of emotional pain, you know? Like, Suga is dishing out both kinds right now.
Yeah, I'd say O3, they don't really have the resources to win a fight here. The question is, do you cage at all? Maybe caging, forcing ultimates could be good, but Luca in the Ray, surely he lives through this.
Regime's dead. Regime is dead. All good, though. We're going to be able to clean up. Don't need the additional healing from the Juno. We got the Ray. We got the extra damage, etc. So here we go.
Still 2 for 1. Ray plus overclock for just a Mauga ult. I think O3 are going to be taking that trade any day of the week. And EXO, this is the spot you don't want to be in, right? You want to fight deep on your side of the map, and you have nothing in terms of snowball. Guys.
All right, okay, we're good.
This is actually kind of a big deal, like missing that push.
Yeah, look at that.
They're punishing it.
They're going to split them. Oh,
this is really bad. Like,
holy moly.
This position is super scary for EXO now.
Yeah,
are you going to come out of this choke? Good luck, buddy.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear is right.
Well, there's the Ray, and Luca is in. Oh, the Rampage! It connects with 3, but will it matter? Len down, sure, but you're still fighting in the Ray, and I think Jutsu kind of gave up.
I saw a player standing still, Jack. I don't like that.
This might be a little full cap here. We've had one today already. Nightmare full capped earlier.
This is looking like very full capable. Jutsu on Widow.
Jutsu's got to find a pick here. Got to find one.
Does.
Got to find one. A body shot at the very least. Nice little deflection there, stopping the Widowmaker, and the blade on the wall. Oh, he danced with death there.
I like this.
And he succumbed to it. Oh, dearie me. Jake, that is going to be a full cap. 0-3 Splash. They're going to take this series 3-0. GG's all around. What a dominant performance from 0-3 Splash to round it out. From strength to strength through that series.
Goodness gracious, Jack. That's all I have on this one. Goodness
gracious me.
Peace.
Goodness gracious,
Sugu,
great balls of fire.
Painkiller. And then you got to also think about the supports from 0-3 Splash. I mean, how many times are their opponents popping big ults, like swinging corners, and there's just no one to be found because the supports have the perfect kiting calls. Everybody's backing up on that tempo. They're just, enemy teams shooting at ghosts in so many of these fights. So the execution on a team level, fantastic. And then the individuals popping off like this. 0-3 Splash looked like a very real contender. I mean, it's not just the way that they won, but the way they won, to me, makes them look like a threat, even for squads like Nightmare, gonna have to take them seriously.
Yeah, I mean, those Genjis on the server as well as the Sojourns, we talked about those pop-up possibilities, and again, they were on full display. Very, very good stuff here from 0-3 Splash, which I keep on wanting to call 0-2 Splash, so they got me. Haha, so fun.
0-2 Blast, 0-2 Splash, 0-3 Splash, 0-2... Yeah.
It's too much. I cannot with those guys. Yeah, big victory for them. I honestly thought we're going to see a little bit more here from ExOblivione NA. And there were moments, of course, where they did get to play close. Like, Jutsu had a great performance on that Sojourn. They were really trading it against Sugureru, but yeah, just unfortunately
it looked close at the start of the series. It looked close, and then over and over again, like, it was just like, okay, next round it's a little less close, next round it's a little less close, next map, okay, it's even less close, and then this map was just 100 well, no, a full cap to 0. Like,
my highlight was Peace, though. Peace on that Genji, like, even in moments where Genji might not have been optimal, like, he had a tall order to go up against compositionally, is that a word? And honestly, always finding those little openings, making sure to create space for his team. Peas had a really, really great game.
Yeah, big series on the Genji for sure. And Genji is that feast or famine hero, right? Like you're gonna get a lot of resources. You're gonna be the one that the team expects to produce. If you don't find some of those kills, you could just, you know, the first kill in the chain, you could be dying, failing that kill, no dash reset, and you just look like you completely failed. But you turn it into a triple kill off the back of a 1 reset, and that's why, I mean, I think a lot of teams are favoring the Genji, especially in some of those ult trades. Like the cage just adds so much security to the blade. Like, okay, good luck running away. You're trapped in the Mauga cage with an orbital ray on your head, and I'm chopping you to pieces with the Dragon Blade. That's a good spot to be as a Genji.
It is indeed. And with that, that was our last match of the day, but we do of course have 2 more days of action. Also, we still have to give away the honors of the player of the match. So let's see who is going to get it. Peace is gonna get it. Got word in my head. Peace is gonna get it. Yeah, no surprise there. We already praised him. Let's praise him some more. Peace, absolutely monstrous performance on that Genji.
Super sick, very clean on the Genji, knows his limits too. The big Genji moment that stood out to me was on this map, and it was on this small little corner here as well. Pulled out the blade at 30 HP, was like, I know my team got my back, I know I'm gonna get healed, I'm going in, I'm gonna get multi-kills.
Yeah, we actually have our player of the match joining us for a quick chat now. Peace, congrats on the dub. How are you feeling after such a phenomenal performance from you?
I'm feeling amazing. You know, our team really goes to map 5s all the time, so I'm very happy that we finally got a 3-0.
All right. Okay, so yeah, you know what? We do love those close matches, but to see the dominance on display like that, that feels pretty good as well. How far do you can you take it? How far do you think you can take it? Holy, it's been a long day. Yeah, confidence in the team. Where is it at right now? How do you stack up against the opposition?
Well, realistically speaking, we were like preparing for a Wisp game a lot, or at least I was. We beat them in the Overdrive Cup, which was a super big win, but everyone was like, oh, you know, no one was screaming and it was Mauga meta, like, whatever. So for me, it took a lot, like, at least personally, I can't speak for my teammates. Personally, I was really big on thinking, like, I thought about everything. The past comps they played, what I gotta play, how I gotta play. I focused a lot on my new playstyle and scrims and stuff. And my team, we botted legit for the last week straight, every day. And we had a really productive week, I think, and that's what set us apart from our competition today.
I love that.
Yeah, a lot of hard work put into that.
My people.
I want to ask you about like the meta right now. Obviously, it's still a little bit in flux. People playing the Queen, a little bit of Orisa, a little bit of Mauga here and there. Do you think the Genji is here to stay, and your Genji specifically?
Well, for me personally, like obviously I'm Genji guy, but Genji's really good right now. I think there's some spots for Echo, but meta hasn't been flushed out. It's been like, it hasn't even been a real week really, or I guess it has been now. But
right.
It hasn't really been like a real week for meta development, and people just started streaming again for FACEIT. But in my opinion, this meta is really fun. I think I love when Orisa combos happen. That's like one of my favorite things ever as a DPS player or whatever. I know for a tank it sucks.
I'm just curious, you know, you guys bringing out the Mauga, looking really solid as a team. You know, this squad playing together, being in this tournament, do you guys see this as a team that you want to like carry forward into next year, into the future of FACEIT?
That's a deep question. Well, obviously, with all the orgs and stuff, I don't know what my future holds. I know there's a bunch of NA tank roster mania that I won't say too much about. So there are some times that there's a chance that we lose Painkiller, kind of, not to say too much. But he wants to stay with us, I want to stay with him. Obviously, me and him have our differences, but I actually love that guy so much. I love my whole team. Hame, Sugu, Len even. Len wasn't even supposed to really play. Nothing happened with Len. I love all my team. I want to stay with them forever. I'm not even kidding.
Aw, the wholesome. I did love the Len even.
Even Len.
He came in off the
Len,
bench. It looked good, looked solid. The team looked practiced together. It didn't show at all in your guys' match.
Appreciate Jake digging for the dirt there. Good effort. Peace. We're gonna let you go and celebrate and of course rest up for the games tomorrow. Thank you once again for joining us here on the broadcast.
Can I say one more thing?
Of course.
All right. Look at me. I want to see Fluffy in the loser's bracket. If we lose to Nightmare tomorrow or Citrus, I don't care. They're my friends, but I have nothing more than what I want to do in this game than beat them.
All right.
I'm
the
glad
gauntlet has
you
been
kept
let
that
down.
PG.
Legendary call out. Okay.
I was waiting for something unsavory to be said there, but yeah. It's peace.
I'm not
Thank you
one of the
so
evil
much.
players. Come on.
No, you're good. You're a good guy. You're peace. You're a good guy. We appreciate that. Much
Peaceful
love
player.
to you. Have a good evening, and thanks again for joining us.
Bye bye. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank
Peace.
you. He should have ended it with peace out, right?
Legend.
that would have gone.
He will
hard.
next time. He will next time.
No? Oh well. Well, this was just one day of play, and we've already been treated to not just phenomenal gameplay, but also some really fun interviews, getting to know the players a little bit more, which I just really appreciate because we get an opportunity to chat to so many up-and-coming players and get a look at new teams. Makes me very excited for what's to come.
Yeah, this weekend's going to be jam-packed with action. And honestly, we had enough of the Malgameta. We had enough of the mirrors. I'm here for some Genjis, getting resets everywhere. Sojourn's hitting some sick rails. Like, yeah, it's going to be a good time.
I don't mind Malga.
Jake, what did we
I
learn
think with
today?
the Genji and the Sojourn, it's really interesting. I think the Reaper Echo maybe was a little
It is,
too
yes,
wild.
okay.
But
That's
the
fair.
fast Malga, I'm kind of here for fast Malga, all right? Like, I'm kind of a fan. Especially with the
can be very
Lucio,
quick.
that was too much fun on King's Row. I was having a blast that game.
Is that what we learned today, or is that your wishful thinking?
That's so wishful thinking, like
Okay.
ultra wishful thinking. That's not happening.
It's all right. We manifest it, okay? We have a whole night to manifest it to happen tomorrow. This was just one day done, 2 more to go. So make sure to tune in again tomorrow, same time, same place, for more FACEIT League Season 3 playoffs action. I'm going to say bye from now. Jake, Jack, thank you so much for calling the action. Thanks. Shout out to production for all the hard work they're putting in. And we're all going to see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
See you later.